video screen's on. All right. So really, welcome to the green room. And so we have some housekeeping that goes on in our green room today, and I'll just give you those guidelines really quickly. This Zoom room is being recorded. So be mindful of what you do, how you look. People will see you. Okay. So if you want to make sure that you don't have your phones on you. You want to make sure that you're sitting upright, erect, and ready. All right. This is who you are, our leadership in We Can. Okay. Find a quiet space to participate in this session. And so there will be from time to time people who will be coming to this session from outside. So we want to make sure that they know you need to find a quiet space to participate. Be prepared. You want to arrive and end on time. Be attentive. Really show that you understand what with head nods, hand gestures, that kind of thing. And we just showed you those feedback emoticons. And I'll show you that again. If you need to raise your hand and ask a question, you can do that. I just did that. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Devon, Mr. Chris. Also, they have, if you really loving somebody, what somebody said, you can put a little heart emoji up. All right. If you want to celebrate, put that up. All right. And then if you need some help, there's you can click X button or something like that, and somebody will be there to help you, Miss Destiny or Miss Dominique. All right. All right. So also be active. You might want to take notes, you know, take notes. Use the chat to raise your hand or to share questions. So the chat, for those who aren't familiar with that, there's a little button down at the bottom of your screen that says chat. And right now, what I want you guys to do, each one of you, I want you to find that button, click it, and I want you to answer this question. What is your favorite color? And I want you to put the answer in there and click enter. Mr. Rashid, red. Devon, red. Tim, red. Chris is black and white. Myself and Adriana are purple. Maurice likes red. Awesome. So you know how to do that. Okay. All right. And so that'll be up. Who else? Mr. Novell is blue. Galaxy. I think that's Mr. Who is that? Galaxy. Is green. Mr. Steve is blue. Very good.
That's me.
Okay. Can you put your name in your thing? I don't know if you can use that or not. Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. So we'll know who's what. All right. So that's how we're going to start there. Good job, everybody. The purpose, I'm so happy to see everybody today because the purpose of this referral session really is a weekly referral opportunity for those that are coming out of the Duvall Center and other places and other reentry places to understand and connect to the resources that would enable them to become more stable and level up in their lives. And so today, we're going to get to know some of the services that are on the call, understand the interests of those that are coming out of reentry spaces, and make a connection between you guys and the community-based organizations or resources. So community-based organizations spotlighted today. And unfortunately, I don't know if they didn't get the word or whatever. I'm sure they did because they made a statement that they would be here today. So perhaps they were having some technical difficulties. But there are Edna Martin Christian Center, and they have a plethora of activities that they do, things that they have. It's the Krista Moore House. Oh, I'm sorry. Edna Martin's on the near east side, near 25th and Keystone area. So for those who might be live in that area, um, and the Martin may be a good place. So I know that they help with certifications, they help with um, different things. So we'll go through them with that. Christamore House is on the near west side. So that's in the Hallville area, uh, near I think I can't remember the exact address right now, but it's in the Hallville area. Okay. And then Cafe is the Community Alliance of the Far East Side, and they are on off of Post Road. It's far off of Post Road, past 38th Street. Okay. So that's kind of that. And so we're going to take a deeper dive real quick here. Going to take a deeper dive. And I'm going to ask you guys a question real quick. And that question is, when thinking about working with an entity that could assist you with getting your dreams, goals, and desires accomplished, what is it that you would love for them to do? What kind of attitude would you like for them to have? And what do you need to know about the organization? And so before I do that, I'm going to ask Miss Adriana to pull up the slide for that so you guys can remember that question. And while she does that, could somebody type that question in the chat so that we'll know how to answer that question. So it's a deep dive question. But we'll come back to that. So the question again is,
I have it up in here. I just didn't share on the PowerPoint. So I'll start sharing on the PowerPoint. I'm so sorry.
No worries. We got it. So again, we're going to take a deeper dive as she's sharing. She's going to pull that up for the PowerPoint. Okay. Okay. And so that's the PowerPoint, and read that question. And then when you're ready, raise your hand. And when you're called on, we'll hear from you. Okay. Again, when thinking about working with an entity, an organization, one of these organizations on the that we are going to be sending this out to, that could assist you with getting your dreams, goals, and desires accomplished. What is it that you would love for them to do? You know, what kind of attitude would you like for them to have as they're working with you? And what do you need to know about that organization? Anybody, who's first? Unmute. If you want to speak, you have to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Who is it?
Terrell.
Okay. Okay, great, Terrell. So yes, Terrell, what do you think?
I wouldn't know how to approach the people. I would just go in there and kind of like Hully Gully. I've never prepared myself for anything. Even
okay.
So I wouldn't. I'm reading the question and I'm trying to type my answer, and I keep erasing what I'm writing. So I really wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know?
No, I would approach them though. I would go. I wouldn't not go, but I would. It would have to be. I hate to say freestyle for lack of better words.
That's a good one. So what you're saying is you would need them to tell you what to ask, right?
Yeah, I would need them to be open-minded and optimistic.
Uh-huh.
And I don't use the word non-judgmental. but just be
Okay.
open-minded so I could give me an opportunity to break their judgments down.
Great. Great. Excellent. Excellent. Anybody else? Unmute yourself and just speak. What would you need? What would you like for them to do? What kind of attitude would you like for them to have? And what would you need to know about that particular organization? Unmute yourself. Go
I would
ahead.
agree with bro. Trill. I would just want them to. I would just want to feel like they want to help. Because if I felt like they didn't want to help me, I don't know how I would really feel. But I really wouldn't want to even go in there and talk.
Mm-hmm. You want them to know that you want to feel like they want to help. And so, how does someone help you to feel like they want to help? How does that?
Man,
What does that look like?
I don't know
Go ahead.
exactly how to explain it, but I don't know. Just sometimes when you talk to people, you can tell like this might just be their job, but it's not really like they're not really interested in helping. So that can kind of make you not really want to talk to them. You don't want to go back. You feel like they're not giving you a chance, so you don't even want to give them a chance.
Thank you very much. Miss Destiny, you had your hand raised. You're muted.
Yes, I was going to say that I would want them to explain how they can assist me with accomplishing my goals. So in specific, what that looks like. Are you going to help me develop the 3 goals? Are you going to help me develop action steps to complete that? What that looks like. I would want somebody with a positive attitude, positive energy. That's not always the case, in organizations that you receive that positive energy.
Great.
And then I would want them to explain to me kind of what they offer, like their times that they're open, what time is it available for me to use like if it's a facility and they saying, hey, we have computers and, we have this open for you to do. I would want to know like what that process is, what time they're available, how often I could come there, those kind of things.
Excellent. Thank you. I see Steve.
You want to assist me with, if they can assist me with a gas card or assist me with a bus pass.
Okay.
Transportation wise, I would want to know that information.
Thank you. So I see Mr. Steve, you have your hand up. You want to unmute yourself? Go right ahead.
Yeah, I agree with Destiny 100%. For the most part, I would want them to be passionate about helping me as passionate as I am about reaching my goals and dreams and things like that.
Great. Thank you. We haven't heard from Jackie or Rashid or anyone else, and you guys want to chime in? Or Maurice, unmute yourself. You want to unmute yourself? Mr. Jackie? Can someone help Mr. Jackie? All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go right ahead.
All right. I feel like if this organization gonna help me with everything I need, I guess I just gotta learn how to control the power I will have.
You got to learn how to control what again?
The power I will have. If they're gonna help me complete everything I need, my dreams, goals, and desire, I guess that's gonna be a lot. So I'm gonna have to control the power I will have and be assistant to people that need stuff too. That's how I see it. I feel like I'm gonna take over the world if they gonna give me all that.
Okay. All right. Be able to control your own power. So when you control your own power, you mean you're self-aware about what your needs are, right? If they're throwing a lot of stuff at you, you need to be able to be aware of what specific things you need and you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great job. Thank you. Zeph?
You're welcome.
Yeah, I just wanted to hit again on some of the basic things that like everybody, it seems like, has brought up. the them being the positive attitude with engaging, I think that just makes any group easier to work with. And having clear expectations communicated to you by the organization,
Right.
and being dynamic in terms of like not being too cookie cutter, because you want to be with an organization that's going to be working with you, not just working on you, you know?
Exactly. We get that exactly. So great job. In doing this work, right now we have one service that we have online today, and we're gonna skip to that service since we won't have any breakouts today. So and that is the weekend. And so in a few moments, Miss Adriana is going to pull up a video on weekend program so you can see it. And we hope that you share that video or share this experience that we had today with others. Normally, as she's doing it, I'll just kind of let you know, normally, this would be a time where the three community-based organizations would talk to you about what they offer. Again, I don't know what happened as to why they weren't able to make it today, but we're still going to move on. I'm enjoying the conversation that you guys are having, and we really want to make sure that you know that we appreciate your time. With that said, we're gonna do something called a bingo. And you remember those little emoticons that were at the bottom of your page? We're gonna do that. And just as I speak this, can you take it off of that? Can you just take it the unshare? Can you unshare, Adriana? I'm sorry. Just unshare. Just take us back to the main room. Okay, yeah. So as I ask you these questions, I want you to raise your hand. Okay. And you already know how to raise your hand. Raise your hand if your favorite color is purple. Okay. My favorite color is purple. All right. All right. Let's raise your hand. And then lower your hand, please. Raise your hand if you grew up on the West Side. If you're West Side. All right, Rashid, Mr. Key, Terrell, Devon, Tim, West Siders in the room. Okay. Put your hand down, Maurice. All right. Raise your hand if you desire to obtain your driver's license or reinstatement. Gotcha, Stevie. You need to do that. Okay. Maurice, you still need to. Okay, great. We need to work with you on that. All right. Thank you very much. You can put your hands down. Okay, Steve and Devon. All right, put your hands down. Raise your hand if you're interested in receiving a certification. CDL or construction or manufacturing. Okay, excellent. Rashid, Tim, Devon. That's what we're here for. That's what we do. Okay, Mr. Jakey, that's what we do. Put your hands down. Raise your hands if you have a high school diploma or HSE. Raise your hand if you already have a high school diploma or HSE. Good job, Rashid. Tim, that's good. That's a major accomplishment to say that you have that already. Okay, Nathaniel, Terrell, Rashid, Tim, Maurice, Jakey, excellent. Okay. And for those, you put your hands down. For those who don't have that, we are happy to help you. These services do help you achieve that goal. It's an important goal and milestone in life to have. Some folks may not have had an opportunity to get it, but guess what? We can help you get it free of charge. Okay. And help you get there with transportations and all that stuff if you don't already have it. Nathaniel, you can put your hand down. Raise your hand if you have children. Raise your hand if you have children. Okay, Terrell, Maurice, Rashid. Okay, excellent. Nathaniel, all right. Steve, awesome. So what we want to know, what we want to tell you about that, we have connections to help fathers, and we have resources to help folks who have children. We want to make sure that we want to help you be the best father you want to be. Okay, so we also are helping with that. You can put your hands down. All right, this is a big one. Raise your hand if you are in need of housing. If you need housing, I know some of you are already left Duvall, and some of you will be leaving soon. Okay. So if that's the case, you want to make sure that you get with, we want to make sure that you help you do that. Maurice, Jackie, Rashid, Tim. Okay. We want to make sure that we are there, Mr. Steve, with the housing. We can assist with barrier busters like helping with rents. We can help with deposits, all of those things. And so even if you are you living with someone and you're renting a room, we want to hear about that. We possibly could support. All right. Raise your hand if you want help obtaining anything we've talked about today. Raise your hand if you would like help obtaining, if you want help getting anything, any of those things that we've expressed today. We want to make sure that we connecting, whether that's housing, help with family issues, with certifications, with driver's license, with your high school diploma, and then thank you very much. Oh yes, Mr. Steve got several hands raised. Okay, I need all of that. I hear that. I need all of that right there. I know that's right. I need all of that. And then okay, put your hands down. Last but not least, raise your hand if you want to make sure that you stay in good standing, meaning you are really serious about staying safe, alive, and productive out of this whole piece with the with the courts and all this other stuff. And raise your hand if that's you. Perfect. Because the more serious you are about it, we are just as serious for you. And we want to make sure that happens through our connections, making sure they're connected to resources, to other community-based organizations. We're going to be there, whether you go with someone else or in terms of, expanding your resources. We want to make sure that you expand your resources. We don't want to be the only resources that you have. You could never run out of resources to have. Okay. So we have this concludes our time today. But before we leave, I would like for you to put over into the chat one thing that you got out of today's session. Just write it over into the chat. One thing that you're going to take with you from this session. Right? Got it? Miss Adriana, do you have the film ready?
Yes.
Okay, you can start it at any time. Just one thing that you're taking from this session. Mr. Steve said this is a place we can grow. That's right. Mr. Maurice, I know you playing around, so I'm not even gonna say what you said. More info about the construction business. Very good. Anybody else? One thing that you take from you, that you're taking from here today. Okay. To be safe and stay safe through it all. Yes, Mr. Novell. Places to go in the community for help. Yes, Tim. Great. All right. Okay, so she's going to show this and we're going to come out whenever you're ready. We can't hear it. There you go. We can hear it.
Congratulations! If you're watching this video, you have been selected to participate in a new opportunity with CAGI, Community Action of Greater Indianapolis's WeCAN program. We're providing a small number of people with services to help them get jobs, certifications, and life coaching that would aid you in transforming your life. Basically, we want to help you be successful while you are at Duvall and as you re-enter the program. And guess what? You can still work while getting these services, and we will even pay you as you move towards your dreams, goals, and desires for a better life. The mission is possible. We offer employment services to help you get a job that meets your needs. We will try to find a job that fits your skills and pays you well enough to live on. Some of these jobs have training available that will allow you to move on to better jobs that pay even more. We have training opportunities available that include forklift, manufacturing, construction, CDL, and OSHA certifications that would help you get a job in those areas. You can even go for your high school diploma. Some other things that we help you with are finding housing when you leave Duvall if you don't already have a place to live, driver's license, and reinstatement fees and fines if your license is suspended. Our team and network will help you accomplish your dreams, goals, and desires. We walk alongside you so you don't have to do it alone. This is what we do.
I'm Eric, and this program has helped me accomplish 3 major goals in my life. 1, successfully getting off parole. Secondly, getting my high school diploma through Marion University. 3rd, I was able to give back to the community through services including farming, agriculture, and urban gardening. My next major goal is I'm looking forward to starting my hair care product. And remember, there's nothing worth having in life if you didn't work hard for it.
I was in CAGI, and while I was in there, I was provided a stipend while being in there, and also got my certification for construction and also my barbering license. They helped me in there with coaching me through re-entry and also with helping me get off of probation. They connected me with people who helped me with my business, and they also can continue to support my business, Born to Win, which is what I got on right now. And it's my brand that I've been growing. I learned about it from branding inside of them classes, from the support class that I got inside of there. It was a great program, and it helped me out. It definitely can help you out.
We hope you're interested in working with us here at WeCAN and the services that we talked about, and we will meet with you soon in person. This is a free opportunity for you and is voluntary. You may decide to stop participating at any time, but you can't decide to start later. So we suggest you give it a shot. There's no downside to participating.
Okay. This is wonderful. This has been a wonderful time with you guys. And we much appreciate you coming in today and helping us out with this and being able to share with you the different programs that are on different sides of town that could assist you. We want to make sure that we are extending the resources that you already have and let you know there are other resources in the community, and to draw from. Okay. All right. So that concludes our green room time. We certainly hope that it sounds like you got a lot out of this, understanding of resources and whatnot. We have information about where these, in the Martin Christian Center, Cafe, and Krista Morehouse is located, and we're happy to share that information with you after the call. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you. You guys, if you